Hey YouTube family, hope everybody been doing good. Brother Rowe, Middy Man, PP Drawings, Orange Flavor, the whole YouTube family. Hey y'all, today I want to get a word out. I want to talk about the marriage and the importance of keeping the vow that we made once we get married or before you get married. And I want to start this thing off like this, saying that God didn't make us, didn't create us so that we can be alone. God didn't invent sex, he created sex. God created the woman. It's okay for us to be single. We want to be single, okay. But God never meant for a man to be lonely. Now, if you go back to Genesis, you seen Adam when he seen all the animals had another mate, and he going around, he looking, he was lonely because he didn't have a mate, so God created a woman for him. Okay, saying that, fellas, a woman wasn't made out of something from your foot, so that should be trampled on. Wasn't made out of something from your head, so she can be Lord over you. She was made from your side so you can hold her close to your heart and give her security. Now, before we do get married, from what my opinion, I would rather the engagement be canceled before the marriage does. Because like I say, when you get married, that's the easy part. It's the growing and getting to know each other afterwards. The going through the emotions, going through the changes, because we gonna have to get to know our woman as a man. We gonna have to get to know our woman as a man. So before you get married and you figure, hey man, this ain't gonna work out, I'd rather you kill the engagement than kill the marriage, because I believe that it hurts God's heart for divorce. I look at it like this. Nowadays, men's word has dwindled down to a meaning, and it doesn't mean nothing no more. A man's word don't mean nothing. So them vows that people make now, they're like, you know what they say, through sickness, death, good times and a bad time, But these days, a man's word don't mean what it used to mean. So before you make those vows, know what you're getting into. Know what you said you was gonna do. It's a story about Hosea and his wife. And y'all read Hosea. He divorced, his wife found somebody else. She was a hooker and everything. Anyway, long story short, at the end there, she was about to be sold once she was no good. Read Hosea. And Hosea came and bought his wife back. That's forgiveness. Now, if only we can grow through marriage to get to know each other and love each other as Hosea did. Now, the woman ran off on Hosea. Hosea did not leave his wife. So we get that right, but we ourselves have to be right. You see, a lot of times we do have some predicaments when the woman do run off and go and hook. She gonna be a hooker, she gonna be a hooker. You can't stop me, she gonna do what she wanna do. But you as a man of God, I believe, should, once you married, so stay in that thing, pray, have faith, work on the marriage. Marriage is work. Once you get married, start the work. Start the communication process. Start to get the knowing process. Start the changing process. Start the love process. Because the more and more you go, the more and more you're going to have to learn how to love. You're going to have to learn different loves. Friendship love. You got the forever love. It's different. You just got to get into this thing of marriage. And it's not a one part thing. It's not, I mean, saying like it's not just one person working in this. See, the thing about it, when you become married, you are one, not two. Two is not better than one. And this situation right here is meant to be for y'all to be one. Friend, lover, companion, all of that in one. Best friend. So yeah, I'm just, just talking from experience to people. If you thinking about getting married or you are married. And another thing that we as men have to watch out for is, if you read the Song of Solomon, man, that's a love story between him and his wife. Solomon had a lot of women, but Solomon and his wife, Zeba, I forgot her name, just read about it in the Song of Solomon. They had issues, and one issue that I know comes up a lot is the sex issue. Man, as we get older, we change. Also, women change. They have babies, they get bigger. We might not be attracted to them no more. We gotta find ways to spice up that relationship. So that we can get this fire and passion back that we had at the beginning, because that only pushes away from the marriage. That only, a lot of times, it's in Song of Solomon, it's the little things that starts the beginning of the ending of a marriage. And if you read Song of Solomon, it'll give you an example of the fox. It said it's the fox that started the ending of all of it. So the small thing that you won't even think about, that's what's starting up the end of a lot of marriages nowadays. Nowadays we thinking that, okay, it looks like the divorce rate is going down, but actually it's because people are waiting until they get older to get married. And then the bad thing about staying with somebody because you think, well, once we get married, we're gonna end, we're gonna get a divorce. The bad thing about that is, okay, say that you do get married once you stay together 10, 20 years, the percentage of that is y'all won't get divorced once you get married. And another thing about that, you're living in sin anyway, So if you talking about morals, well, you're in sin anyway. So that right there is it's defeating purpose. You want to just stay together just to see? No, that's wrong. So if you get married or you just stay in separate houses in court, if we live by God's rules, we will receive God's rewards. A man is not meant to be lonely, but it's up to you if you want to be single. Now, saying that, all of that, I want to end this by talking to the mothers, mother-in-laws, father-in-laws. Stay out of your kids' business. Stay out of their business. See, when a man finds a wife or a woman finds a husband, he leaves his family and cleaves to his wife. Stay out of that stuff. They call you, be a listener. Don't start picking on sides. See, I'm trying to keep you in good standings with both of these people here. Listen. Do not go here and give well, you this and that. Now pray for them people. Because when it come down to it, most likely they're going to be back together or they're going to be apart. But you don't want to be a cause and you don't want to be the bad apple of that. Because you know what? A lot of times, married couples, they come to you asking for your advice. But at the end, when it come down to it, sometimes they put you in things that you shouldn't have been in no way. A lot of times we put ourselves out there like that, which we shouldn't. We should just pray to God. And when they come to you, give them some prayer. Be a good listener for them. A lot of times it's just what they need. You know what I'm saying? And just don't cut it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it brings bad seeds, bad vibes between you and the other person, the other spouse. Either mother, the son-in-law, or the daughter-in-law. It brings that bad egg in there. And they bring it to you, but they had a bad time at that point, and they just looking for somebody to talk to at some time, maybe. and they thinking that they can come to you, but you just come to them, give them your sound advice, pray for them. You know, it ain't nothing. Don't take no sides. Give them your advice about it, whatever. Just say, you know, man, you just need to just be strong and pray to God. He'll find. He's your advisor. That's what it should be, you know. But it's you know how some mother-in-laws that come to your house, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, you know, you this, and you know, being that way towards the son, you know. But we don't need none of that, in-laws. We don't need none of that. But this is a word from your boy K Ray. It's a lot into this that I just want to go into, but I'll go into it later on. We keep on living, keep on walking. Walking in the faith, walking in the spirit, people. Before you get married, pray to God for your spouse. Do it God's way. It'll come out right every time. No matter what, if he's in that cycle, it'll come out right every time. Believe me on that. And when you have a woman, you got a wife, treat her like you want to be treated. You know, flee temptation, like Joseph did when the woman came around him every day trying to throw something at him. He fleed. That means runs. It's kind of funny sometimes God says, walk through your troubles, but flee from temptation, ain't it? He be there to walk through the fire with you, but you got to flee temptation. Ooh, the Lord works. But I'm gone, people. It's from your boy K Ray. I gotta come see my boy Ro, man, and meet him, man. I ain't seen my boy Ro in a minute and talk to my boy Mitty, man. Y'all, but I'm out here just trying to live this life, walk in this spirit, y'all. I'm okay. And come check on you fellas in a minute. Peace out, love. Stay blessed.